In one sheet called Lookups, I've created a unique list of regions and a unique list of departments. Now the reason being, back here in the sheet called Targets, I actually get users to enter the region and enter the department. Now it's astonishing the variety of ways that people do misspellings. And so what I want to do is create a drop down in each cell where they can click and they can choose a region from a list. And that way they don't make spelling mistakes. So I'm going to click on C2, press Ctrl Shift down arrow and select down to 271, or you would select as far as you wanted to go. But for those cells I would like to apply data validation. So I click the Data tab in the ribbon and I choose the button Data Validation. Under Settings at the moment, Excel will allow any value to be entered into those cells. So I want to stop that. I want to change it from any value to a list. Now a list requires a source, and if I click on the source field, I can then hit this red arrow, I can go off to Lookups, and I can highlight the regions in A2 to A12, and I can hit this arrow to go back. So this is the source, A2 to A12 of my list. Now should they try to put in a region other than what is listed in A2 to A12, I want an error alert to come up. So I choose error alert up here. There are various styles of error alerts and I want to choose a stop style. Now I need to give my error message a title, so I'll put Invalid Region. Then I'll put a message to tell them what they've done wrong. You must select a region from the list. Please try again. And I'll click OK. The whole idea now is any cell from C2 to C271 has now got a drop down. The drop down is a list of regions. The source of this list is coming from the lookup sheet, A2 to A12. If they try to enter a region that's not listed, for example, Raglan, as soon as I press enter, this is when my error alert will come up. And it's a stop style, hence the big cross. Here's my title, Invalid Region, and my message says you must select a region from the list, please try again. Because it's a stop style, they literally will have to select something from the list. They won't be able to type in an option that's not on the list. So I'll go cancel. I'd like to create another drop down list for another set of cells. I'm going to click in D2 and press Ctrl Shift down arrow to select a D271. I'm going to click the Data Validation button and I'm going to go to Settings. I'd like to change it from any value to a list. And the source of the list, if I go off to Lookups, is B2 to B7. I'm going to create an error alert. It's not a stop style this time, it's a warning. The title might be, Are you sure? And then the message will say, this department is not in the list. Are you sure you have not misspelt and that you want to enter this department? Any message that you like that would help the user understand the error of their ways. So I'll click OK. Any cell now from D2 to D271 will have a drop down list. The source of that list is coming from the lookup sheet and coming from B2 to B7. If I hit the drop down, I can see the various departments. If I wish to enter a department that's not in the list, for example finance, when I press enter, it will bring up this message, which is not a stop style, it's a warning. The title, Are you sure? And then tells me the department's not on the list. Are you sure you want to enter it? If I choose no, it'll undo it and go back to automotive. If I choose yes, finance is now entered in D2. The other thing you can do is you can create data validation that are not lists. For example, I'd like to apply data validation to this deadline, but I'll do this in a separate video.